It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across East, which today brings us on location, home, sick day. This happens with the winter time going on right now, and a lot of us have been sick. So, hey, I'm sick today, but the show must go on no matter what. So bear with me as we get through this episode. We have a big show in store for you, a lot of great stuff today. Don't let the fact that I'm under the weather get to you at all, because like I said, I know a lot of you have been dealing with the same thing throughout the course of the last few months. So we'll get through it together. Have a great day ahead. We'll have a lot of fun, and check this story out, and I'll see you just a little bit here on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading People and Places.
There's plenty to see and do in historic downtown Tarboro, including one spot on West Church Street folks here are pretty proud of.
Well, it's the biggest tourist attraction in the county.
This is the Edgecombe County Veterans Military Museum.
We'll knock your socks off.
The museum opened in 2004 and is celebrating 15 years of honoring local military veterans.
This museum has 138,000 plus artifacts, all from Edgecombe County. Born in, raised in, worked in, lived in, or has ties to the county. Edgecombe County is a small county, population around 55,000, and the military population from here is extraordinary.
And the museum aims to honor all those who have served, dating back to the Civil War.
We have the largest portrait display in the United States, 8 by 10 military portraits. We're pushing right at 1,200.
And one of the faces you'll see featured prominently is General Hugh Shelton. Shelton, who grew up in the Speed area of Edgecombe County, served as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff under Presidents Bill Clinton and George W. Bush.
General Shelton is the highest ranking general officer that ever come out of Edgecombe County. As a matter of fact, the state of North Carolina. Up on one of the bays is General Shelton's final check from 82nd Airborne, room 82nd. His final paycheck was 82 cents. Imagine that.
Here you'll also see some of the military's highest honors.
More than 50 Purple Hearts, 30 plus Bronze Stars, 20 plus Silver Stars, 2 Medal of Honor.
They're also proud of the first thing you see when you walk in the building, a fully restored World War II era Jeep.
This thing came in boxes, and we had a couple guys, they're older fellows, that rebuilt it. Everything on it's original except one quarter panel, and we drive it.
And just outside the museum, across the parking lot, is the largest military mural in North Carolina.
It's probably up to 4 stories high. Absolutely beautiful.
From murals to Jeeps to weapons, medals, and more, there's so much for you to see, all while remembering and honoring those who served.
My favorite part, I don't have a favorite. The whole thing is mine. I love it. I enjoy it. There's so much. You just need to come and see what we have.
Now downloading Meltivational Monday.
I wanted a space that felt warm, inviting, surprising. It could be inside of a barn somewhere where a group of women and men are getting together and we're talking about life. The Mel Robbins Show is not a show, it's an experience. This show is active. And so we thought meticulously about the set design itself so that I can move all over the place. I'm sneaking back here for all of my arts and crafts. I did not want the set to feel very urban and city, because this is a show about real people. I'm out to ignite change.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a good start, or at least better than mine is. Again, recapping, I'm out sick today, but the show must go on. So East Daily Download is recording the show from home. So join me for the rest of the day from home here. Right now I'm looking for soup because, well, that usually hits the spot right when you're not feeling well. That's not right. I'm looking for, here it is, the classic home-style chicken noodle. That'll probably be just the right thing. And speaking of just the right thing when you're on the go with the show is the WNCT mobile app, which has the East Daily Download tab, and you can watch anywhere. So Google Play the App Store for free. Get it so you can watch the East Daily Download on the go. And don't forget WNCT.com under the Download tab. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to take care of that and get some soup going. I got my tissues. We'll be back in a little bit. Hope you're feeling better than I am, and we'll see you in a little bit. Check this next story out.
Fast traffic in a residential location along Clark's Neck Road is causing concerns for people living in the area.
Clark's Neck Road is a continual flow of traffic 24/7, and it's really noticeable during the going to work and coming off work.
What used to be a road through forest and farmland is now lined with homes and other developments.
All we asking is that somebody go in and rezone this as a residential community, put up signs saying no thoroughfare, and we can get the flow of traffic back down.
Westfall has reached out to NCDOT and Pitt County, hoping for changes.
When we get a request for a speed limit, we review the road, and we're looking at some key criteria, the density of the development. The other thing we're looking at is the roadway alignment. Is the roadway alignment such that you just can't go any faster than a certain speed?
Hamilton and other NCDOT workers have surveyed the traffic situation along Clark's Neck Road.
We just looked at it a couple different times. I looked at it. I got an associate to look at it. The bottom line is the Clark's Neck Road is a rural secondary road. It's intended to move traffic through the area. It wasn't built as a subdivision street.
The engineer says the next step is to report back to that community, but his answer may not be what Westfall and other neighbors want to hear.
We're not recommending a reduction in the speed limit.
Hamilton is offering some advice for people living along Clark's Neck Road.
They just need to exercise caution as they're leaving and entering the roadway.
In Grimesland, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
It's ingrained in me.
Of course I know what the theme song.
Entertainment Tonight. That's what people want.
It's hard to think of Entertainment Tonight without.
Oh, I know it.
I mean, come on. Since I was a little kid.
This is Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
Our nation is almost 244 years old, but how well do people in Onslow County know those who've held its highest office? 9 on your side put people like Olivia Guppy on the hot seat with questions like which president is on the $5 bill?
Is it Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln served as the 16th president. He's also featured on the U.S. 1-cent coin. Harry S. Truman was the 33rd president, but what does the S stand for?
Shirley.
Actually, it's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yes,
No middle name?
No, he did not have a middle name.
He just had a middle initial.
Yes. The S was a tribute to Truman's grandfathers, but it was just an initial. And which president won a Grammy?
Barack Obama? Okay, I was going to say that, but I didn't know.
Bill Clinton?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yes. There are 3 Grammy winners, all for audiobooks. Clinton won 2, Obama and Jimmy Carter each had 1. In Jacksonville, Camila Barco, 9 on your side.
So whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels? We beat the bullies. Can I be a part of your family? Yes! Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, I mean, like takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you want to grow?
Stop shoveling snow and watch Kelly Clarkson.
After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on your side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news, weather, education, city development, and more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download. Excuse me. We are here on location, sick day edition of the East Daily Download. Like many of you have been throughout the course of this winter right now. I'm a little under the weather. A lot of the staff, the East Daily Download, has been sick at one point or another, but this is my turn. So we wanted to make the most of it and work from home today and do a show. And I'm doing some soup right now. So there it is. Gonna have some chicken noodle soup. Hopefully that'll help kickstart me and make me feel a little bit better. I hope you all feel better. And speaking of something to make you feel better, let's check this next story out and we'll be back in a little bit here on the East Daily Download. It smells good. See you in a little bit.
Harrison Ford sets out on his latest adventure in a land far, far away in the Call of the Wild, based on the classic novel about the adventures of a sled dog in the Alaskan wilderness and the people he meets.
The Yukon is a dangerous place. You never know what's coming. I came up here because I didn't want to be around anyone. And then I met Buck.
Harrison Ford is John Thornton, a man embracing his life in the wilds of 19th century Alaska when he meets Buck, a sled dog.
Hey, jeez.
Watch yourself.
Buck is created by CGI on screen, but is played on set by Terry Notary, which co-stars Kara G and Omar Sy didn't expect at first.
When I got the part, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to look a grown man in the face and pet his head, and how is this going to go?
Yeah.
But he committed so fully.
Yeah.
There's a soulfulness in his eyes.
Yeah, he's an actor, so he was a dog. There is no way to think about something else.
I don't know where you came from, but I know where you are now. Welcome to the last place on the earth.
For Ford, he was looking forward to developing the crucial relationship between John Thornton and Buck.
In the book, he just shows up, solves Buck's problem, and we don't know anything about him, really. And I thought we needed to develop the relationship between Buck and John to the point where we could see what John was doing for Buck, but we also wanted to know what Buck was doing for John.
Yes.
What do you say, Buck? Adventure of a lifetime.
For Entertainment Tonight, I'm Kelty Knight.
After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on your side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news, weather, education, city development, and more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side.
People always ask me what kind of weather I like the most, and the more I stay in the business, the older I get, I always jokingly tell them I like sunny days. I like sunny days when it's about 70 degrees and there's no active weather coming anywhere. I have a lot of people in my family that love snow. I am not among them. I know many of you like snowfall. I think for a meteorologist, when it snows, especially in eastern North Carolina, it means time away from family. I'll take a sunny day over snow any day.
Now downloading Medical Minute.
Like many sets of siblings,
y/4 + 3.
there's sometimes the quiet one, perfectly countered by the wild one. Traits Reagan and Reese Nordling gladly accept.
She's crazy.
That's Reagan, who looks forward to future YouTube fame. Reese, not so much. Two sisters proud of their differences, and one astounding similarity. Both have had heart transplants. Reagan's had 2.
It's never, ever lost on me. I think about it constantly. Blessed and grateful.
Nora Nordling is their mom, who weathered the frightening storm alongside them the entire way.
Every day that they are good and they're healthy and that we're not in the hospital, I am so grateful and thankful.
Her 2 daughters were born with dilated cardiomyopathy, meaning their hearts were weaker than normal. Reagan's was so weak, she had her first transplant not long after birth.
I would say probably less than 5 to 10% of them actually need to go on to heart transplant. Many of them we can manage with medications. We see other kids.
Dr. Rebecca Amaduri at the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital has been their physician from the beginning.
Every challenge that they've faced, they really just seem to take in stride and see it as one new challenge that they are going to face and move past.
Reagan's first donated heart started failing a few years ago, leading to her second transplant.
When they said there's a perfect heart, a perfect match for me, I'm like, a heart? A heart?
Reese's surgery was just last year, luckily only waiting 11 days for a match.
Before the surgery, I was like really crummy and like tired and winded all the time. But now like I can keep up and like I'm less tired. This is Quinton, my first heart donor.
The life-saving gift isn't lost on them. They've even developed relationships with the families of Reagan's 2 donors, a deep bond near and dear to their hearts.
Transplant is the most beautiful thing ever to have witnessed, and for us to have witnessed it 3 times is just amazing.
The driving pad is used by BCCC's basic law enforcement and first responder training, but it's also used by other agencies. On this day, students from Pitt Community College are testing their driving skills.
It is a lot different from your everyday driving.
The Serpentine and the Fixed Radius are just 2 of the courses set up on the driving pad. Part of the basic law enforcement training programs at local community colleges is precision driving.
Precision driving, driving fast, making those tight turns. You may have to do that when you're responding to a call, somebody needs your help. You got to get there as quick as possible with due regard of other pedestrians having a normal day.
Before this pad opened, students had to use local airports to complete their training.
It's really made it convenient for us to be able to just do the practice here.
The Connect NC bond approved by the state's taxpayers paid for this driving pad. The whole process started 4 years ago.
Past 2 weeks we've been running our training courses, and it's been exciting to have this process that's been in the works since 2016 finally in fruition.
It's only open for daytime use right now, but some upcoming additions will expand the hours it can be used.
This spring we will be installing stadium lighting, so that will finish up this project for us and make it so that we can have training classes out here at night.
Starting in March, the college will offer motorcycle safety classes using the driving pad. In Beaufort County, Katie Augustine, 9 on your side.
Our online originals, local stories,
A grant is allowing Duplin County to continue helping senior citizens.
local documentaries,
Here today at the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern North Carolina. They've just finished their expansion.
special features,
I certainly need some help with my skills on archery.
behind the scenes,
From tap rooms to retail to fitness.
everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals.
9 on Your Side Morning Edition is here with all the news impacting you from across the East and around the world. Whether you start your morning at 4:30 or 6:30, start it off right with 9 on Your Side Morning Edition. Watch on air, online, or on our mobile app weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Now downloading Southern Stars.
Hey Danielle, we're in Falkland. Tell us a little bit about our Southern Star.
So we're going to meet Sue and Ricky Tugwell. They are active members within the Falkland community, and they have been, Sue's Country Kitchen has been serving the Falkland community for over 40 years.
That is wonderful. Well, let's go into the restaurant and meet our
I'm
Southern
excited.
Stars. Yes.
It has been a mainstay, as most small communities have dwindled in size and dwindled in businesses. They have been here and been consistent, and they have been pillars in the community. This restaurant is like 40 years old.
Working on, going my 40th year. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I have stuck behind it on faith, family, friends, and all.
I'm gonna help her as long as she wants to do it. I'll try to talk her out of it, but if she, as long as she wants to do it, I'm gonna try to keep on.
Look, their support for the community ranges again from the church to different events, money-raising events, storms, floods. They've been here for all of that, and they've supported the people.
Sue and Ricky, this is Danielle from Southern Bank.
Nice to meet you. I just wanted to say congratulations on behalf of Southern Bank for everything that you do for making our community a brighter place. And I would like to present you with this $100 gift card.
Thank all of you.
And if you know someone in your community making it a brighter place, make your nomination. Go to WNCT.com/stars.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Got my soup here, ready to enjoy some of that and hopefully help me feel a little bit better. This has been a very special on-location 6-day edition of the East Daily Download. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Hopefully if you're under the weather, you'll feel better real soon as well. If not, have your chicken soup, drink some fluids, get some rest. You know, I'm not a doctor, can't give you real medical advice, but just generalizations. Have some soup, and we'll see you again real soon here on the East Daily Download. Thanks a lot, everybody. It's good.
When we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we take a look at local police officers who know how to ball. We bring you a new Hollywood Minute. We sit down with the owner and manager of Painted Peacock. And we have a special edition of Down Eats. We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina, CW.